This girl was trying to save a boy who was unconscious. She held the boy's switch and began performing CPR. The reason Jack reincarnated into this world was because he had a strange grandfather who worshipped a peculiar deity. His grandfather bound his son in a wooden barrel and threw him into the sea. Jack had long grown accustomed to such irrational practices. Reflecting on his miserable life, Jack wished for a rebirth in a world without gods. When he woke up again, he saw Jenny trying to save him. After Jack regained consciousness, Jenny apologized and invited him to eat. Jack asked her where the Adventurers Guild was, and Jenny misunderstood, thinking he was just looking for a new job. She introduced him to a farming job. At that moment, a fierce man approached and warned Jack not to eye Jenny. However, before he could finish his sentence, a gentleman interrupted. He asked Jack for help and handed him a dagger. Jack assumed it was a task from the Adventurers Guild and was very excited. However, John simply wanted him to gather grapes. Jack harvested an entire cart of grapes on his own, which made John and Bobby anxious, because grapes were difficult to preserve. So, Jack used his modern knowledge to turn the grapes into wine. This led to a village-wide grape wine festival, but Jack couldn't be happy. For an entire month, he had been working on the farm and there were no swords or magic in sight, just ordinary farm work. Bobby also considered Jack a good brother. One day, a wild beast suddenly appeared in the fields. However, the blonde man remained calm and pulled out a book. He began following the instructions from the book and performing strange movements. Jack thought this was magic and became very excited. But after performing the actions, Bobby pulled him away to escape. After they were safe, Jack questioned why Bobby didn't fight. It turned out that the book was just a guide for dealing with monsters, an evacuation manual and emergency procedures. After some time exploring, Jack realized that this world was just an ordinary one. Even treating wounds was done in the most primitive way. As Jack began to adjust to life here, he started to thank the gods. However, Jenny was confused about the concept of gods. It turned out that in this world, there were no gods, religions,